Account builders, rejoice! We have a new free indicator that you can use to automatically convert your base currency to your quote currency. If that doesn't make sense, you're gonna love what I'm gonna show you next. Hey guys, it's me, Moon Papa. I have courses on thebettertraders.com and I'm also a 3 Commas ambassador. So go to TradingView.com, click the link in the description of this video below, and you're gonna come to this new script, which is a new indicator that we have available through the Better Traders. So this is a super duper simple script. All it does is it converts the base currency to the quote currency in volume. So just to explain why this is great, the default volume is always going to be reflected in the base currency. So you can see up here, volume is shown in like 251 or 1.26K or 1,260 or 437. That's the amount of Bitcoin that was traded in this 15-minute period. But it would be more helpful as a trader to know how much size can I reasonably put into a trade for Bitcoin on the USDT market on Binance. So now we know we can put in, we have two numbers here. So we got 9.3 million-ish. So that basically 437 Bitcoin equates to about 9.3 million USDT traded. And we also have this, obviously, this nice yellow line because this is super helpful and important, especially for A/B trading. And it's just a smooth moving average. It's just a 30-period moving average. So this way we get an idea of the general volume over time because we're going to get pumps. We're going to get, well, drop-offs in price action. But this is super duper simple. I love this. I've been wanting this for a long time, and I just kind of sat down and made it. So here's the easy thing that you need to know about this. This is so useful, particularly for A/B trading. And the reason why I say that is because when we're A/B trading, we're focusing on charts with low volume. So the volume is always given to us by default in TradingView in the base currency. So let's go ahead and check out a chart. Let me go to something like DAPT. So we're going to go to DAPT, which is only available on KuCoin. I'm going to go ahead and remove the TBO. So obviously to add this, you actually have to like it, and then you come down here and you hit add to favorite indicators. So once you've done that, open up your indicators in your favorites. It's going to be right here, TBT base to quote currency converter. So click that, and now we can see the volume traded in Bitcoin value, which is what we need to know because we're using Bitcoin to trade DAPT. So now, another thing that's really important to note, this is going to work so much better on the daily time frame because the daily time frame is going to give us that general flow of volume. If we're using this on the 5-minute time frame, it's going to be really spotty. It might be helpful, but for low volume charts like this, you can see it's not helpful at all. So when we're looking at low volume charts, the daily time frame is best. Don't go bigger than that. So this way you get a better idea of the traded volume. So let's go ahead and look at this period right here. So we can see the price action, and I'll go ahead and add just a straight up volume right here. So we can see it's going to look the exact same as what we have down here. Again, the difference is that here volume says 7.198. And there are two. Let me go ahead and remove the volumes moving average. That way it's not as confusing. So 7.198 million DAPT is being traded. So much DAPT being traded. I can use so much size, right? Well, in reality, on this day, the max Bitcoin that was traded, or the equivalent, was 0.198 BTC, which isn't that much, especially with us following A/B trading guidelines. That is not we don't want to max that out at all. We don't even want to come close to that. So this is so useful. Another reason why this is really useful is, again, having this smooth moving average. Having these peaks and troughs, these peaks and valleys are normal. It's completely normal in crypto. It's completely normal to see big pumps happen. This lets us know that back here, it's okay to add more size, especially like days like here, 15th, 16th, 17th of April. The BTC equivalent trading volume is 0.02, 0.23, 0.13, but we can see that the 30-period moving average is telling us that 0.15 BTC should be enough. So that means that I don't have to be freaked out by the low volume here. I could put in an order and I could know how much to put in based off of that. And then it's going to exceed that on these massive pumps or the dumps, right? So looking at where we are over here, again, same concept. So now it's fallen down to 0.13 Bitcoin. But today's BTC traded volume is not even 0.01 BTC, it's 0.009. So again, if I wanted to get some dApp and trade it based on what I'm seeing right now, I could put in like 0.13 at least, and I should be fine. I should be able to get my position filled and closed. So if you're not sure which of these numbers it is and you really want to know, click here on the gear, go down to labels, go to indicator and financials name label right here, and it'll show you SMA 30 and then the quote volume. So that way you know the quote volume for this ticker is 0.009. So let's look at another one. Let's look at Doge BUSD. So now we're going to see, this is on Binance, of course, and we can see that the quote volume here for today is 1.3 million BUSD traded, but the SMA is saying 13 million. Now I know this is hard to see. This is a lot of zeros and there are no commas. I understand. I can't change that as far as I know. So we're just going to have to use our cursor to like look at our place markers and do it. But after a while, you'll get used to it. But you can see why this is useful. I can put in more size. I can see when there are big dumps, how much is actually being traded on this day. On this day, there was 54.4 million BUSD traded on this dump, on this panic dump. So stuff like this is fantastic. It's so nice to know. So let's look at another alternative market. Let's look at the Ethereum market. Now we're looking at bread ETH. So we can see here on this big mega pump right here where there wasn't really a whole lot of price action. Woo! Okay, let's look at this one. So on this day, November 24th, 17,000 Ethereum were traded. Look at the smooth moving average. It's at 27, and then boom. Of course, the price shot up 600%, but you get the idea. And then it soon dropped way down. So we can see here's another one. Here's another move up. And on this day, 830 Ethereum were traded. But the norm, the average is 141 Ethereum. Stuff like this is fantastic to know because that way you know how much liquidity you can safely put in and get out of a trade. So again, all you have to do to get this is click the link below, go ahead and like the indicator and click this button to add it to your favorite indicators. Go into TradingView, open up your indicators, go to favorites, and you'll see TBT base to quote currency converter. You're welcome. There are lots of great applications for this, but honestly, simple is best. I am a big fan of that mantra. So let me know how you enjoy the indicator, add it, like it, and until the next time, you know what to do. Stay awesome and stay in the green. Peace.